I tested some of the best home theater projectors of 2025, and in this video, I'm gonna rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Links to all of the products will be in the description below. JPC DLA NZ500. This thing is an absolute beast for pure movie watching in a dark room. It delivers true native 4K resolution without any pixel shifting tricks, which means the sharpness and detail are just incredible. The contrast and black levels are the best in its class. You get deep inky blacks instead of the sad dark gray you see on lesser projectors. However, it's not perfect for everyone, as the gaming performance is just so-so, and it completely lacks support for 4K 120Hz or 3D. For the serious cinephile building a dedicated home theater, this is the one to beat. So for me, the JVC DLA NZ500 is going right into the God tier. Highens C2 Ultra. I was genuinely shocked at how versatile this projector is. It's bright enough to be a real TV alternative, even in rooms that aren't completely blacked out. It's designed for Xbox and has great gaming features, and the built-in 2.1-channel JBL sound system with a subwoofer is surprisingly powerful for its size. The integrated gimbal-style stand is also a clever touch, making setup super flexible. The main drawbacks are that it needs to be plugged in at all times, and the automatic picture adjustments don't always get it right. Still, for an all-in-one entertainment hub that excels at both movies and gaming, I'm putting the Hisense C2 Ultra in the great tier. BenQ X3100i. This projector is an absolute dream for gamers who want a massive screen without compromising on performance. The input lag is ridiculously low, as little as 4.2 ms, and it supports high refresh rates like 1080p at 240Hz, which is just insane for competitive play. It's also really bright and has fantastic color right out of the box, making games and movies look vibrant even with some ambient light. It's not a true native 4K projector, it uses pixel shifting, but the image is still very sharp, so most people won't mind. This is for the hardcore gamer first and foremost, so based on that I'm placing the BenQ X3100i in the good tier. XGB Halo Plus. This little guy is all about portability, and it's fantastic for that purpose. It's lightweight, has a built-in battery that lasts a couple of hours, and features like autofocus and auto keystone correction make setting it up anywhere a total breeze. The built-in Harman Kardon speakers are also decent enough that you don't have to lug around a separate sound system for a backyard movie night. But let's be real, its brightness is pretty low, so you absolutely need a dark environment, and the fact that it doesn't have a native Netflix app is a huge pain. Because it's a great portable for casual viewing, but has some major trade-offs for a permanent setup, I'm placing the XGB Halo Plus in the average tier. Hisense PX3 Pro. This is a feature-packed ultra-short throw projector that is fantastic for both gaming and movies in a living room setting. It's bright enough to handle some ambient light, and it supports all the key HDR formats like Dolby Vision and HDR10+, which is great to see. The built-in 50-watt Harman Kardon sound system is also surprisingly powerful and a big step up from its predecessor. The main downsides are the color accuracy isn't perfect right out of the box, feeling a bit too warm, so you'll want to get it calibrated for the best image. Some users have also noted that a few settings can be finicky to adjust correctly. For everything it packs in, including its excellent gaming performance and smart features, I'm placing the Hisense PX3 Pro comfortably in the good tier. Samsung the Freestyle 2nd Gen. This little projector is all about portability and smarts, with a clever stand that lets you aim at anywhere and the same Tizen OS you find in Samsung TVs for all your streaming apps. It even includes the Samsung Gaming Cup for cloud gaming, which is a cool concept for a portable device. The problem is that the actual performance is just not there. It's incredibly dim, making it almost unusable unless you're in a completely dark room, and the 1080p picture quality is subpar with washed out colors and blacks that just look great. Considering its high price tag and the fact it doesn't even have an internal battery, it's really hard to justify when so many better options exist for less money. It's a neat idea with poor execution, so for me, the Freestyle 2nd Gen falls right into the trash tier. BenQ W5800. This projector is a pure, unapologetic home cinema machine designed for enthusiasts who demand incredible color accuracy and a razor-sharp 4K image. Its biggest strength is its ability to cover 100% of the DCI-P3 color gamut used in movies without a color filter, which means you get stunningly accurate and vibrant colors without sacrificing brightness. However, this projector is not for everyone. Its black levels and contrast aren't as good as sub-rivals, and with a very high input lag, it's a terrible choice for gamers. At nearly $6,000, it's a serious investment meant for a dedicated, light-controlled theater room. If you're a true cinephile who wants to see films exactly as the director intended, this projector is an absolute dream, earning it a well-deserved spot in the great tier. BenQ TK710. This projector is an absolute monster for gaming, serving up some of the lowest input lag times you can find, which makes for an incredibly responsive experience. It's also very bright, so you can easily use it for gaming or watching movies in a living room with some ambient light. The laser light source means you get a long life without ever needing to change a lamp, and it's priced very competitively for a 4K laser projector. It's not a perfect cinema projector as its color range is more limited and the black levels could be deeper. But for someone who wants an amazing but big screen gaming setup that is also great for movie nights, this projector strikes an amazing balance. I'm confidently putting the BenQ TK710 in the good tier. Samsung Premier 9 LSU9D. This is Samsung's second generation ultra short throw projector and it's a beast in terms of brightness and color. We're talking 3450 ISO lumens from a true RGB triple laser, so the colors just pop off the screen, and it can handle rooms with some light. It's also packed with smart features like the Tizen OS for streaming, cloud gaming, and a surprisingly beefy built-in Dolby Atmos sound system. But, and this is a big but, for its hefty $6,000 price tag, the contrast and black levels are just not where they need to be, and the lack of Dolby Vision support is a major miss when competitors offer it for less. For me, it's a really solid effort with great convenience, but the value just isn't quite there. I'm placing this in the good tier. LG Cinebeam PU700R. Okay, this one has a cool portable design that lets you pivot the image 90 degrees, so you can even project on the ceiling, which is pretty neat. It's a 4K portable projector with 1000 ANSI lumens of brightness, which is decent for a dark room or maybe an outdoor movie night. However, the software can be clunky and the built-in 5-watt speaker is really weak. The absolute deal breaker for me though is the input lag. In the game optimizer mode, it measured over 184 ms, which is completely unplayable for anything besides maybe a puzzle game. Because of that insane input lag, I just can't recommend it for anyone who might even think about gaming. This one is going straight into the trash tier. AOC Vision LTV3000 Pro. This projector is an absolute powerhouse for features, which I love to see. It's a 4K ultra short throw with a triple laser light source giving it incredible color that covers 107% of the BT 2020 color space. The killer feature here is that it supports everything: HDR10+, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and even 3D. For gaming, it has a turbo mode that gets input lag down to a speedy 17 ms at 1080p, which is fantastic. While its contrast is decent, it doesn't quite hit the highs of some other projectors, and the smart features come from an included Fire TV stick rather than a fully integrated system. It's a fantastic all-rounder that gets so much right, but it doesn't quite excel enough in picture quality to hit the top tiers. I'm putting the LTV3000 Pro in the average tier. Epson Home Cinema LS11000. Man, this thing is all about pure, unadulterated picture quality, and it delivers. It uses advanced pixel shifting to produce an incredibly sharp and detailed 4K image that looks almost like an 84K projector. The real magic here is the contrast, with a dynamic ratio of 1,200,000:1. The black levels are deep and the image has a stunning cinematic depth. As someone who enjoys gaming, the support for 4K at 120 frames per second with an input lag under 20 ms is just incredible. While it's not an ultra short throw and it isn't the absolute brightest projector on this list, it's built for a dedicated home theater, and in that environment, its performance is just phenomenal. For me, this is an easy choice for the great tier. Epson Home Cinema 3800. This projector is just a fantastic value proposition, seriously. For its price, it delivers a gorgeous and sharp image for both your old 1080p Blu-rays and new 4K HDR content. Thanks to its pixel shifting tech, it's also super bright, meaning you can actually use it in the living room with some lights on without the picture looking all washed out. And the setup flexibility with its lens shift is a huge plus for getting it placed just right. The main drawbacks are that the fan can get a bit noisy when you push it to its brighter modes, and while the picture is great for the money, it's not a true 4K image. This is for someone who wants a massive step up from a basic projector or TV for movie nights and casual gaming, without having to spend a fortune. For what it is, it's a solid performer, but against the titans on this list, I have to place this in the average tier. Sony VPL XW5000ES. Alright, this thing is just on another level. It uses an 84K SXRD panel, so the image is ridiculously sharp and clear, with no pixel shifting, funny business. The laser light source means you get a vibrant picture, instant on and off without waiting for a lamp to warm up, and a 20,000 hour lifespan so you won't be swapping bulbs. It's also shockingly quiet, which is a huge deal when it's mounted right over your head. The biggest downsides are that it's a serious investment, and it lacks any built-in smart features, so you'll need to hook up your own streaming device. This is for the serious home theater enthusiasts who crave that true, uncompromised cinematic quality at home and is willing to pay for it. For me, the pure native 4K laser performance is just breathtaking, making this an easy god tier. GBC DLA NZ700. If you're a connoisseur of contrast, this is the projector you've been dreaming of. GBC is famous for its black levels, and this model uses a DILA chipset to produce an image with such incredible depth and dimensionality that it takes HDR content almost look like HDR. It uses a laser light source that pumps out 2300 lumens, and its frame-adapt HDR tech analyzes your movies frame by frame to deliver a stunningly vibrant and well-balanced HDR picture. The biggest knocks are its premium price tag and the fact that its motion handling isn't quite as advanced as some might hope for. This is for the dedicated cinephile who obsesses over perfect black levels and wants a picture that truly feels like a commercial cinema. It's a phenomenal machine that produces a stunning image, landing it solidly in my grade tier. Epson QB1000. This projector is an absolute powerhouse built for the modern high-end media room. It's incredibly bright at 3300 lumens, using a laser light source that makes colors pop even with some ambient light. And its ultra black tech gives you surprisingly deep blacks for such a bright unit. Where this thing really blew my mind is in its gaming capabilities. With HDMI 2.1 support, you get 4K at 120Hz with an input lag under 20 ms, which is insane for a projector. The only real con is that it uses pixel shifting to achieve its 4K resolution instead of being native. But honestly, at a normal viewing distance, the image is so sharp it's tough to tell the difference. The combination of brightness, killer gaming features, and overall image quality is just undeniable. So I'm putting this straight into the god tier. Nexigo PJ40 Gen 3. This projector comes with native 1080p resolution and a good number of connections like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, which is nice to see at this price point. The built-in 20-watt speakers are also better than you might expect for casual watching. However, the performance is just not there. It really struggles with brightness and is only usable in a completely dark room. And even then, the corners can look dim. Some users even refer to it as e-waste, suggesting it's a low-quality model that might not last very long. For me, the terrible brightness, poor image uniformity, and questions about its reliability are major red flags, so I'm putting this one in the trash tier. Vonic PX71 4K. This projector is a super interesting option, especially for gamers who want to get into 4K without spending a fortune. It offers extremely low input lag and can handle high refresh rates, which makes for some seriously smooth and responsive gaming. But it's not actually a native 4K projector. It uses a technology called pixel shifting to achieve that resolution. The color performance is just okay, and the built-in speaker is pretty awful, so you'll definitely need an external sound system. Given that it's a great entry point for 4K gaming but has some clear compromises on image quality and features, this feels like the definition of a mid-range product, which is why it lands in my average tier. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best home theater projectors for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.